Good afternoon, my name is Krystin Aronson. I am recording this video for an assignment for my IDS1107 class. The name of this assignment is What I Learned in my IDS1107 class. I will be highlighting 6 elements that I did learn from this class, some more largely than others. The first one that I would like to highlight is other careers that may suit me or backups for my career. Within weeks 6 and week 10, we did do a couple of assignments in regards to researching my career path and researching other career paths that may suit me with my skills. And in researching the future of my career, I did notice that there is a lot of pushback from the educational system in regards to music education and arts in a general. So if that ever gets pushed out, what might be good is just to have a backup and regular teaching. That way, if the music education does eventually get cut out, hopefully it doesn't, but if it ever does, then I will have a backup. I did learn a lot of other things for my career, and music education just seems to be what is best for me, especially from the quiz that we had taken. The second one would be different resources from the campus or that the college provides. This in week 9, we did learn a lot of college resources that Seminole State does give to students or offer, one of them being transportation, another being skills workshops, childcare assistance, the foundation scholarships, and the food pantry. Being a mom, I do have my mom watching after my daughter while I'm doing my college work and my schoolwork, my college work and my regular work. So if something were to happen to my mom, I don't really have a backup. So knowing that Seminole State could help with childcare, it gives me a lot of peace of mind, and with a food pantry as well, because sometimes we do struggle to get groceries here and there every week. I'm normally not that person to reach out and ask for help, but if worst case scenario, if we don't have enough food to even feed my daughter, then at that point, then I know that that is a backup that I could have. The next one I do want to go over, this is just a small one, the growth versus fixed mindset. This was from week 3. Doing that quiz and looking through all of those resources, I did notice that I was more of a fixed mindset than a grow mindset. I know that certain things you can grow in, especially if you continue learning and continue practicing, but a lot of things I did I did see as a fixed mindset, especially when it comes to education. I'm not good at memorization whatsoever. So whenever I'm told to memorize something for a class or, memorize something for a quiz or anything like that, I do struggle with that. But I don't think it's all about memorization. It's more about practice. And the more you practice, the more you grow. And I learned that playing my violin. So knowing that I can do that with my violin and with music education and music as a whole gives me more confidence that I can do it in regular education as well. Moving on, the next one I would like to highlight would be academic roadmap and managing my time. Miss Buddemeyer, as you know, I did struggle a little bit. I would say probably halfway through this semester, a little bit before halfway through this semester, in regards to managing my time. I was really busy with work, and then I ended up having another opportunity open with my work. Um, and then on top of it, taking care of my daughter and everything like that, I was going downhill a little bit in my assignments because I wasn't managing my time well. But there was an assignment that we had done on week 7 where we created our own, basically our own schedule. And I have been trying to run by that schedule, even though things happen. It gets a little chaotic, especially with under 1-year-old. So I've been trying to stick to my best of my ability to stay with that schedule. And then the next one I do want to mention would be credibility. A lot of it, I honestly thought it was just a requirement in high school and stuff like that. Back when I was in high school, whenever we would have to give credibility to certain sources, I understood that it was a law. I understood that, we had to give credit to where credit is due. But I didn't understand researching where that credit came from to see if it was a reliable source. I would just pick whichever article I found first and write based off of that. When we did our assignment in week 10, for researching your career, I did look a little bit harder into different articles and look into who the editors were and the authors were. And from there, I think I found a really good source, um, instead of the one that I was originally going to go with. And then the last thing I would like to highlight that I learned was a little bit of proper communication with my professor. This was one of the last subjects that we did in week 11, where we simulated an email to your professor. I know that we have been communicating a lot through the inbox of the online courses. It was just easier for me, and I'm sorry. I should have been communicating through email, and I should have been stating, which class I'm from, my name, a little bit more information instead of just messaging saying, hey, I'm running late on this assignment, or hey, I need help with this. So I apologize on that. And then that's about it. Thank you so much for your help in this class, and I hope you have a good rest of your week.